Good evening. Welcome to this evening's Joya E Service, the last service of the year 2020. Uh, I'm glad you're able to join us this evening. Tonight, Reverend Mikame and I will read Shoshinge. I hope you'll be able to join us in reading in reading the Shoshinge. Shoshinge, as you know, is a gata that was composed by Shinran. It's included in his major work, the Kyogyo Shinsho. It expresses his gratitude for his teachers and what he's learned from uh, what they've taught. And gratitude and appreciation. We read this Shoshinge this evening. We'll begin then this evening's Joya E service with the reading of Shoshinge. on this occasion of the Joya E Service, the members of the San Jose Betzing reverently come before me, the Buddha, with deepest reverence and thankfulness for the all-embracing wisdom and compassion of Amida. We reaffirm the three homages. Namanda.
마사저런세 기념은예 고멸할 에슈파라 켄신집 거센모초다이세가 허유홍난니키에노 이너는 조쇼이신 기념은어쿠나이 홍나이 이츠야쿠뉴나이 에슈슈 토쿠시렌옌도센나이 소쿠쇼신요호쇼진 유이본노린옌진즈 유쇼지 온지오겐 헌신논난요 텐신 조코란 쇼보사스라이 산저르시즈조교 먼저생여기약호 엔진모사론 중에 언어인나 겐세이난 오겐네 고유파리 쇼조시인유이신진 아쿠젠멈무신인보 쇼니 소쿠네한 일시무력 고면어 쇼우슈조 가이흥예 노샹예 쇼노난쇼 유이묘조노 가츠뉴 만센지기행원슈 엠만토쿠노 간센쇼 상부산신예 옹모 조마츠호메츠노히 이쇼조아쿠치무세 시안용아이 쇼명아 zenmo노금요부쇼이 고아이조선영야부와 고명명오케인넨 가유홍난다이지가이 교자쇼유공모심 교기치넨 소옹호 요이나이 동야부산 소쿠쇼쇼시조라 겐신모카이 이치나이교 겐기안요카이사이 센조슈시완센님 호겐니노쇼멘유 호쿠즈아쿠니유이쇼무 다야쿠사이센슈주 엄마쇼멘수이부면 나이무겐조쇼나 헌신엔 구묘묵교 겐민센마크범무님 쉰슈묘쇼노헨슈 센자쿠홍만그아쿠세 겐나이쇼니린넨네 겐칭이조이쇼시 소쿠뉴자쿠조무이바 이치신지이원유 국경만이슈시도 夜の
Again, welcome to this evening's Joya E Service. Uh, it's a fairly brief service, but it is important in that it brings to a close this year, 2020. And as we bring this year to a close, we end it by coming to the temple, participating in a service that expresses our gratitude and appreciation for all that we have experienced, for all that we have been able to share with others as well. Tonight, Mikami Sensei and I will both be speaking, and first we'll ask Mikami Sensei to deliver her hoa.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for your participation to the Joya service. I'm going to deliver my message both in Japanese and English. 皆さん、本日はジョヤのサービスにようこそお参りくださいました。日本語と英語でお話をさせていただきたいと思います。So first of all, thank you very much for your great support throughout this year, 2020. So, how was your 2020? As you know, most of our services and events were unfortunately canceled due to this pandemic. I guess many of you also haven't made plans as you expected or have experienced many difficulties under this uncertain time. But even in such a difficult situation, I think that things weren't always all bad, right? It made us realize how grateful what we took for granted was. And also, there are many precious opportunities for us to think about the importance of the connections with our local community, the family, and the friends. Even in the situations where we cannot see each other in person, thanks to the technology, we are able to learn that we can virtually consider each other. And I'm sure the bond of the people reassured you a lot. 皆さん、今年2020年いかがどんな年だったでしょうか。今年はコロナウイルスの蔓延によってお寺ではサービスだったり行事が全部ほとんどねキャンセルになってしまいました。皆さんの中でも暮らしの中大きく変わって思うようにねことが進まなくて大変な思いもされた方いらっしゃったと思います。でもその中でも決して悪いことだらけではなかったなっていうふうにね思うんです。これまで当たり前のように当たり前の生活がどれほどありがたいことだったか、すごく恵まれていた中にいたんだなってことに気づかせていただいたり、何よりもこのコミュニティだったり、家族や友達ね、その人とのつながりの大切さについても考えさせていただくきっかけになったのではないでしょうか。直接に会えなくてもバーチャルでお互いを思いやったりすることもできる。そしてこういう時にこそその、ね、絆の力強さを確認されたかと思います。And we always wear masks in 2020, right? So many people in the temple donated their handmade masks like this. I really enjoy wearing the different unique masks every day. Thank you very much. Yeah. So, and by the way, have you watched the Uber's web commercial called "No Mask, No Ride"? I personally think it was a very impressive commercial. So this is how it goes. The commercial starts from the message, "When you wear a mask," and the people wearing a mask appears one after another with the music, and it says, "You protect Jin. Jin protect Adele. Adele protect Violin. Byron protects pet, and blah, 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 blah. The commercial concludes with the message in the end, like this. We protect each other. No mask, no ride, Uber, something like this. I watched this commercial over 100 times because I had many opportunities to watch the video on YouTube. So I was a little bit tired of it, but I believe this commercial message tells us an important message of Buddhism. We already understand that this COVID is no longer someone else's issue, but our individual issues to prevent the spread of violence, right? So I was very impressed that many people's awareness changed through all experiences during the all experiences of the COVID. And the people were able to wear masks and use hand sanitizers and keep distance, a social distance, to protect oneself and also at the same time of others. I thought it was a very big change and a big progress for the society and also for the world, for this world. We could learn from each other that we are interconnected with each other, and each life gives influence with one another, thanks to the experiences in 2020. I really appreciate all experiences in 2020 as one of the precious lessons in my life, because I would never have been who I am now without them. Our lives in the process of the change, but no matter what the situation, even if we cannot see each other in person, I hope more and more people will be able to respect each other by having compassion and kindness with their actions and their words, because we are interconnected in this big connection of lives. Thank you very much. I wish you will continue to stay safe and healthy and keep smiling in the coming next year. また今年はね、よくマスクをつけた年だったなっていうふうに思うんですね。お寺のメンバーさんがね、たくさん、こんな感じでマスクをね、作ってくださって、寄付してくださったりしました。本当にありがたいなと思います。ところで皆さんは、YouTube とかのね、CM で、Web CM で、Uber の CM ご覧になったことありますか？No mask, no ride、ね。マスクなしでは運転しませんよっていうね、CM が繰り返しこう流れてたのがすごく印象的でした。この CM こんな風に始まるんですね。あなたがマスクをつけるとっていう言葉から始まります。そして、その言葉から始まったら、マスクをした人の顔がね、どんどん出てき、音楽とともにこう流れていくわけなんです。あなたがマスクをつけたら、あなたはジンを守ることになる。ジンはアデルを守ることになる。アデルはバイロンはパッとを、ね、たくさん人が出てきて。そして最後に、私たちはお互いを守っています。っていうメッセージでこの CM が終わるわけなんですけど、見覚えのある方いらっしゃるでしょうか？私はね、YouTube のビデオをたくさん今年いっぱい見たので、よく覚えてるんですけれども、私はこの CM 見たときに、本当そうだなっていうふうに気づかされました。コロナはもはや誰か、ね、他の人が、自分以外の誰かが気をつければいいっていう問題じゃなくて、ね、もう自分さえ良ければいいっていう考え方じゃなくて、一人一人が自分の問題として受け止めていくことで、マスクやうがいとか、そしてソーシャルディスタンスを守って、守ったりする。この私個人の行動が誰かを思いやる行動になるんだっていうね、意識を持てたことがね、社会の中で、そしてこの世界の中ですごく大きな変化だったな、そして大きな進歩だったなっていうふうに思うんです。それは同時に、大きなつながりの中の私っていうね、ことを意識されたことだと思います。でもこれはコロナだけではありませんね。私たちの世界は元からいろんな命のつながりの中の私っていうところで生かされている私一人の人間、みんな一人一人の人間であります。そのことに自然と気づかせていただくことだったと思います。 いろんなことが、頭に巡ることだと思いますけれども、今の私がこうあるために、たくさんの気づきをいただけた2020年は、私にとってとてもかけがえのない年でありました。人生は変化の連続であります。でも、どのような状況であっても、姿が見えなくても、私たち、この一人一人の行動だったり、言葉に思いやりの言葉、優しさを添えて、一人一人がサンガ、そして社会、そして世界の中で、お互いを敬って大切にしていけたらなというふうに思います。来年も皆さんが、安全で安心して、元気に過ごせますように、心から念じております。ありがとうございます。
Thank you, Sensei, for that wonderful message. Mikami Sensei has been working on her English, and it certainly has improved in the past year. It's been a lot of work, but it's also been a matter of opportunity. And this past few months has kind of, because of the shelter in place, not provided many opportunities for her to practice her conversation. And it really, to improve in a language that conversation is important. She started a few weeks ago to have a bi-weekly conversation with Kathy over Zoom. And that continues to, I hear a lot of laughing in the room next door. And, but at the same time, I think that's what our conversations should be like. It is learning from each other and the joy of sharing what we experience. I look forward to when Mikami Sensei is able to express herself in English as thoroughly as she does express herself in Japanese. Listening to her Nihongo is a great joy to hear her speaking Nihongo, to freely share her connection to the Dharma, what it means to her, and how earnest she is in the desire to share the Dharma with all of us. She's only been here, well, it's been a little over a year now, 18 months. And of those 18 months, unfortunately, most of that time has been shelter in place. So, but it's still, as she expressed in her Dharma message, has been an opportunity to learn about ourselves, the importance of the relationships that we share, the interdependency that is so important to all of us as we pass through this very challenging time of the coronavirus epidemic, pandemic. As we shelter in place, for myself, I'm finding it more difficult to communicate. I'm finding my thoughts going more and more in circles. And even as I read material or whether it's text material or news material, I am able to make sense of this, but to be able to communicate what I'm reading, hearing, learning about is becoming more challenging for me. And I think it's one of two things. One is that I don't have the opportunity to have that conversation about issues or about ideas that we are experiencing in our lives, and to share with others what my thoughts are about that, and have those thoughts challenged and causing me to think more about how I see and how I perceive the world. But it's also, I think, just getting old. My thinking is not as clear as it used to be. Yesterday, Yeah, yesterday, uh, I don't know how to explain this, but uh, I took off my vest and threw it in a laundry pile, which I then took and I threw it in the washer. And then when I thought about it, I thought, well, that was a vest that I just put on. This fleece kind of vest that we wear at home, and just kind of threw it in the washer. I thought, oh, I wasn't planning to do that, but what it's just it'll get cleaner. So threw it in the wash, and it was going through its cycle, and started looking for my phone. I looked around the house and thought, man, where did I put my phone? I always complain to Kathy. Kathy's always putting stuff down, and she shouldn't put stuff down. If she's going to put it down, she should put it away. But I couldn't find my phone, and I thought about it, and I realized that I had put my phone with my vest in the washer. Oh, yeah, that's my phone has survived. It was about 10 minutes into the wash, and it has a lovely kind of a background to it now. I thought that there was some moisture under a protective cover that I had put onto the glass of the phone, but it was not that. Actually the soapy water got underneath the glass, and it's affected the screen. So there is what some might call a blotchiness to the screen. Is actually rather abstract in its presentation and rather enjoyable. The screen seems to be functioning. The phone seems to be fine otherwise, but it was rather startling to have to pull my phone out of my wet vest pocket from the washing machine. Fortunately, it didn't go through the dryer. I don't know what that might have done. Maybe it would have dried it out. People say put any foam that you drop into a puddle or into water, to put it in rice to help pull the moisture out of the foam. But the consensus at home was maybe that's not necessary. It's not a necessary idea. But anyway, so uh, my attention to things is getting, and it might be simply this lack of contact with the world around me. I know we still have the usual contacts at the temple and in the office, aside from, of course, the membership, but then to have that conversation with others uh, to challenge my thinking and how I see the world. Um, it's causing me, at least I think, it's causing me to be less coherent. So I apologize. Maybe when we get out of this pandemic, I'll be. I don't think so. I won't necessarily be more coherent. I keep walking around the office saying, "Oh, baka-san." More bokeh natta. Bokeh is kind of becoming absent-minded, or I think it's a dementia. And I'm walking around thinking about how I forget things so often nowadays, what I'm saying and what I'm experiencing. But this time of the pandemic and all of the experiences that we've gone through this past year, if we look at it from a certain perspective, it has been exceptionally challenging. We have not experienced anything like this. Well, very few of us. I don't know even if anyone is alive that had gone through the flu pandemic, which killed 8 to 10 million people worldwide. We are not at those numbers, but the impact that this pandemic has had on us certainly has been profound. Uh, it's caused so many things to be turned upside down. But at the same time, we are discovering that even in this state, in this experience. That those things that connect us as people are important, that we cannot simply set these relationships aside, that we cannot simply ignore the importance of the connections we share with the world around us. Buddhism begins with a very basic idea. How do we resolve um, the difficulties that we cause and experience? And Buddhism suggests that these difficulties result from how we view the world, and that when we view the world in only our own, from only our own perspective, it can be upsetting, can cause difficulties for ourselves and for others. So Buddhism would suggest that we need to kind of be open in how we see and think of the world, that we need to perhaps look at our own assumptions that we make of the world around us as we engage the world. Tonight, on this last evening of the year 2020, at this last service of the year here at the Bitsing, I hope each of you is safe and well, that are taking the precautions that have been suggested that we follow, not just for our own safety, but for the safety of those around us. And that in doing so, we acknowledge not only our own difficulties, but also those of others, and that we care enough for the welfare of others to adjust our behavior, to adjust the way that we think about our interaction with the world around us. As we bring this evening service to a close, we'll do Joya E the ringing of the bell outside on our veranda. And in years past, so many years, the people gathered in the hondo. And as you can see by one of the views that we have up, it's just us, it's just Mikame Sensei and me in this hondo, in this building. But we will ring Joya E 108 times, representing all of you. I hope again that that you will be safe and you will be well in this year to come. Tomorrow morning, if you will join us again for our Shushoye service, the New Year's Day service, which will begin at 10 o'clock. Please come and join us for that. And over the weekend, on Sunday, we will continue with our regular Sunday services, the family service starting at 9:30, and the 10:10 adult service will be conducted. And please join us for that. There's no Dharma school, so Dharma school students have another weekend off, but you have to come back on the 10th when we restart the Dharma school services. I want to thank everybody for your support, especially for the leadership here at the Bitsing that has kind of negotiated us through this very challenging times. They continue to meet, they continue to make decisions, they continue to provide the leadership in these very trying times. And the minister's assistants who have been so invaluable in their contributions to the Bitsing. We see them every once in a while in what they are doing here at the Bitsing, running study classes, being co-hosts of our Obon at home. Sumi involved in so many committees, and because she has to, as we all have to be very careful about contact with others. But without the minister assistance, we would not be able to do the kinds of things that we do here at the Bitsing. So again, thank you to the leadership not just of the board, but so many different organizations. The YBA, we have a huge YBA again. I think it's nearly 80 YBA members. When we think about it, the YBA represents, and they're actually outside of our membership count. They represent nearly 10% of our membership here at the Beijing. They are a strong group of enthusiastic young people and leaders who we rely upon, who bring energy and who bring new ideas into the Beijing. And there's so many organizations, but thank you for all of that you do for the temple, so that others may enjoy the teachings of the Nembutsu. Thank you very much. At this time, we'll kind of transition and to our Joya E Kane. As we close, will you please join in Gassho and Nembutsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida. I should say thank you. Thank you, everyone. I hope you counted. It's always a challenge to make sure we get the numbers that we think we have. But again, in behalf of the staff, the leadership, the Mikami Sensei and I, thank you very much for all the support throughout the years. We look forward to another year here at the Bitsing. See you tomorrow morning. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.